in the east and strike in the west.
To strike in the east and strike in the west.
That's why Project is the best.
That's why Project is the best.
We hardly eat and we hardly sleep.
We hardly eat and hardly sleep.
Got fucking blisters on our feet.
Got fucking blisters on our feet.
All the sacrifice we make.
All the sacrifice we make.
Greedy poachers just take and take.
Greedy poachers just take and take.
All these poachers take a chance.
All these poachers take a chance.
We will make it there. That's the...
For the past year and a half now, I've been looking for a beret, and I thought to myself, okay, now I'm gonna make it a mission to get one, even if I have to work for it. And I started the course, and I was like, yes, this beret is is a lot of work. Just for that one thing, it's a lot of work.
It's a big, big bit.
Saving nature's now our call.
Saving nature's now our call.
If you don't like us, fuck you all.
If you don't like us, fuck you all. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off now!
These are the young individuals in the bush 24/7, 365. The army of the animals. The miles they walk in their boots, the nights they sleep in their boots, the sacrifices of comforts and loved ones, the training to save the world's last rhinos. These are the boots on the ground.
It sounds like a very glamorous and romantic job, but the bottom line is it can be a very monotonous job for the guys on the ground. So it's getting them used to that and seeing if they are mentally capable, mentally strong enough. Forget the physical side to it, but the mental side, to be out there for long periods of time without their friends, without their family, without a girlfriend, and get along with the patrol and stay motivated to catch poachers. That's the big part of the training that you're looking at for the type of person you're looking to get into the field.
I talk, you listen. Officer talks, you listen. Sergeant Toomey talks, you listen. Do you understand?
Yes, Sergeant.
Do you understand?
Yes, Sergeant.
You see them, you can't even try anything. They give you orders, they tell you, hey, now you jump. Your question is only how high, not why am I jumping or anything. You get orders and you follow.
Yes, Sergeant. Yes, Sergeant.
And to come and live out in the bush is an experience for them. That they can't just get anywhere else. So they want to be here, help the rhino, work in the bush, see what it's like. Those first couple of days tell the story, it's not what you see on TV, it's not as easy.
Was absolutely nothing compared to what you're going to go through on this course. Get used to suffering. Get used to the pain. It makes you stronger, I promise you. What was this? What was this? What was this? Fuck all, boys. Fuck all. Look at you. Look at each other. These are your brothers. You will die for these people who put you out there. I promise you that. If I see you or not, you're going to fuck right out of my camp. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, Sergeant.
What are you?
One team.
What are you?
One team.
What was this?
Fuck all.
What was this?
Fuck all.
What are you?
One team.
What was this?
Fuck all.
What are you?
One team.
What are you?
One team.
What are you?
One team.
The boxer time.
There is brilliant.
Boxer time.
Candle. Yeah.
At 4 I wake up and then I collect my sleeping blankets and then I just wash face only and then just have to cook. And then after that, at 6 o'clock, I go to a training. Yes. But at 4 o'clock, I have to wake up and, and do whatever I'm supposed to do.
Roll the box, bro. Come with the chili. Marker!
Shoot!
One. Yes, Sergeant.
Roger, trust.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Arms front.
1. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Salute, my friend, salute.
1, 2, 3, 1. Yes, Sergeant.
This training, it's strong, but you have to be strong yourself, man.
You know, I decided to come back because that is what is my future, is my case. What I like it. I want to be in the bushes always. I want to always take care of the wild animals, whatever. Because I want to see the nature. That's what I like, and I want to protect them.
You want to be a team leader, you're going to cuck for your team if they fuck up. 28.
28 copy. Nice copy.
Why you keep on ignoring us? You guys see what you're doing to your team leaders?
How does one take the mentality of the comforts at home away and rebuild into a soul of the bush? How do we use those small amount of tools and mentally and physically survive in this harsh environment?
Look up, up. It stays there, right? You look up, you take the spoor. Come, let's go. There is your last one. Tune the guys to go.
Wings, push up. Get in front.
So obviously now with the rhino problem, we've got to deal with weapons and, you know, various different other subjects just to control that part. But we can't forget that tracking is one of the most important subjects when it comes to anti-poaching.
Fist in the air, hold. I've lost the spoor. Be safe. Go down. Fucking move. You get into the bush. Then you show the next sign. Found spoor. Make sound. I found the spoor.
You found the spoor. And if you see a person, 2, 3, there.
Tracking's not just physically looking at spoor. It's looking at your surroundings. When you follow in spoor and you hear zebras give a warning call a kilometer ahead of you, animals don't just give their presence away. That means the person you're tracking is in that vicinity maybe. Tracking, you've got to get the guys again, you've got to get his brain working differently from when he's in a city to understand when he hears something in the bush, it could relate to what he's following. And you've got to try and get all of this to change.
Contact to front!
I mean, I was a boxer since I was 13, you know. Boxing training and that's nothing compared to the bush, you know. If you don't have time on your legs, you won't survive out here. You need time on your legs, you need walking, strong, solid legs, clear, simple mind to be focused in this bush. If not, you know, you won't succeed out here, you know. You either will make it or you break it.
The individuals that quit training, that go home, actually don't really want to be there. They don't want to push themselves physically and mentally. It's frightening actually pushing yourself beyond that point. You think, well, maybe I'll get hurt, or maybe I'll die, or maybe I can't handle this. But you can. And you find out if you can do that and if you really want to be there. And the ones that do finish, do graduate, do get that beret, they really want to be there, and they've found a passion, a love, an energy for what they're doing. The guys that go home, they don't find that.
So we've got information in the other day who it is, what time they're coming in. Probably coming tonight, tomorrow night, so we're probably going there. This isn't a draw, this isn't a fake thing, this is the real thing, guys. So once we get there, we need to position straight away. Everyone got it. It's
Like you can't shine out at night time having a fair skin or anything, so everyone had to darken up, and we lit the tire on fire, and then used all the ashes from that, mixed it a little bit with water, and basically just smothering our whole bodies in that. Arms, necks, backs, head, hair, everything, in the nose, in the ears, everywhere.
You can't catch poachers working 8 to 5. You know, this is a problem this rhino war's got, where everybody uses the word it's a rhino war, but with your labor laws and everything else, a person can only work so many hours a day, you can only work so much overtime, so many night shifts, and to catch poachers you've got to go out there 24/7 for a duration of your patrol, so you're technically never off. And it's to get the guys to adjust to that way of life.
Trainees! Pick up!
I think as soon as he's over the fence, we go in and we grab him. It's enough of us to surround him, to catch him, we won't be able to hide. The second he's inside the reserve, it's ours. Got that?
Yes, Sergeant.
We didn't have a lot of sleep the last couple of days because of the ambushes and everything else, and sitting outside the basher of the corporal in the rain, and that really gets you to that low point of your body is just drained.
Alright, everyone get to the field! Who slept in ambush last night? 1 Sergeant. 2 Sergeant. 3 Sergeant. Why must you make all your team cut? Because you want to be a fucking asshole. Keep quiet. Why? Everybody up to the obstacle course. Now, move it! Move it! Come, run, move! As a team, you have 12 minutes to complete it. I'll fucking make you do it again. Do you understand?
Yes, Sergeant!
Do you understand?
Yes, Sergeant!
Good. As a team, next question. Go. Come, move it. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, you don't want to listen. I'm going to fuck you around. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Go. Guys, I'm fucking wasting my time. Hurry up. Jump, move it.
It's about pushing through and taking each obstacle, each challenge as just that, as a challenge. And how can I complete this challenge? Because you can't do it. You will finish. There is an end. But the mind is often saying stop. The body might say stop. So each exercise, each drill and training is about pushing you beyond that, pushing yourself, pushing your mind beyond that voice that says, let's stop, let's quit now, because it's too hard. It's about taking that out of the mind and being built back up to where you say, I can.
Your body might carry on still, but your mind tell you, hey, why are you being stupid? Why always up and down and up and down? And that will make you not, you will break everything down. You're not gonna do it. That's, but if your mind and your body is together,
Running 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers through the bush compared to a 10, 15 kilometer road run uses a lot of different muscles,
if you're ever chasing someone in the bush, you've got to be able to bob and weave. The bush is an obstacle, every bush you go through. You either got to go around, under or over. And that's why the obstacle's purely there.
All of that is just building muscle memory and getting them into the idea of how to walk and run through the bush.
All right, everyone move to the tar road. Come, move, move, move. Move it. Run. Come, move it, run. Okay, brother, get up on your legs, come on.
16 days ago, 27 individuals came to ProTrack training. 11 have quit. This morning, the 16 remaining woke up as one team. But tonight when they go to bed, it's as one family. And in 16 days from now, when they stand there and they get their berets, they become part of the ProTrack family forever. And that's going to be one of the highest honors that they've ever received. It's a family that never lets you down. It's a family that always welcomes you in. And it's the family that goes to war against the poachers. And in 16 days, these guys will be part of the family. And they'll be brothers forever for going through the training together. They've picked each other up mentally and physically every single day and night so far on this training. And now they're as one and nothing can pull them apart.
Left, right, left, left.
How high, Sergeant? What do you want me to do? I'm feeling the worst I've ever felt, but I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do because I want to get through this, because I want that beret. It's just... I don't know, I've never ever felt like this. Since I got here, I've never had this much motivation, ever.
One team! What is that? Fuck off! What are you? One team! What is that? Fuck off! Move towards the camp, come!
Hey, it was difficult because we wake up early in the morning, we're doing the ambushing at night, so we wake up, doing the obstacle course. After that, you run into, man, it was very, 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 very. Sometimes I was decided to say I can drop it, but I think I have to. Yeah. Because it's what I want. Yeah, it was difficult. I wasn't expected. But because I know what I want, I have to do it.
Fuck that!
Brother, what is this? Fuck off! What is this? Fuck off!
I'm gonna stay. If I die, I'm gonna die here. No more returning back until I finish the course. Yeah. Because I was suffering for the long time. But now I see that the project will renew my life, my future. Yeah, my future is already renewed now.
This is a place that'll break you down and build you up into the soldier of the animals, into a soldier for nature. And that's a whole different mindset, mentally and physically, than anything you'll find in the city, in your village, at school, in your job. You have to go to that place where you've never been before. And the training is about being pushed to that place.
Why are you here?
Fun, Sergeant.
Come again?
For fun, Sergeant.
Shit. Does this look like fucking fun?
No, Sergeant.
Boys, does this look like fun? No, Sergeant. Okay, does this look like fun?
No, Sergeant.
Just why did you come to ProTrack? What is your choice? What is your reason?
To train our animals, Sergeant.
Why didn't you become a fucking game ranger then?
They're pussies.
Why are you here?
To protect the animals and just to get strong.
Why are you here?
I hate animal slaughter and greed, Sergeant.
Why are you here?
Sergeant, I want this to be my lifestyle. I love the bush to serve and protect the wildlife. Fuck all these rhino poachers. And we lock all those bastards up. This is my career, Sergeant.
Boys!
Yes, Sergeant.
Tell me, what was this?
Fuck off!
What was this?
Fuck off!
What was this?
Fuck off!
What are you?
One team!
Fuck all, we one family!
One family!
What are we?
One family!
What is this?
Fuck off!
Come, move it to the fireplace. Run! Come, sprint! Move, 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 move! Come, run, 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 run! Move it! Fast as you can! Sprint! As fast as you can! Fucking move! Move, 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 move!
A lot of the times, people, they don't make it because, it's all their mental part of their brain tells them, let the body give up. Whereas, it's a mental thing, just push through it, just see it, another day closer, another day closer.
in a sense, the only reason I would have carried on staying was because of those guys, to see them make it through, because they were helping me through as well. I wouldn't have made it through this far without the support of those guys, especially Owen and Pommy. It was just a few individuals that I just got sick for. I don't know why we're cucking all the time, because they can't follow simple instructions. And I just got angry and I snapped, I suppose. Once I started walking and I left the camp, I'd realised my decision was made, and I just kind of stuck to it, came back and said, yeah, I'm done. But hey, that's how it goes. That's life, c'est la vie.
We need dedicated people in the bush. So it doesn't help I bring a person in, train him and force him to stay here for 1 year or 2 years or whatever the case may be, because he's not going to be dedicated. It's so difficult to motivate yourself, even as a conservationist, some days. If your heart's not in it, you're useless to us as a unit. So the minute you want to go home to mummy, rule 41, pack your bags and go. We don't need a notice period, nothing. We'd rather get rid of you because you could put someone's life on the line. If your heart's not into it, you're a risk. You're going to get killed, or someone's going to get killed, or there's going to be a huge problem somewhere along the line. So rather go home to mummy.
You know, that emotions that run through your body, you can't even explain it. It's unbelievable. Just after that, you know, you just feel like you can do anything. You can just carry on, carry on, carry on, bring it on. You just want it all, you know, just come on. Is that all you've got? Bring it on. I'm here for these runners, for the wildlife, serve and protect all the way.
They come for different reasons. Some come here with a passion. They want to save rhino, they want to save wildlife. Other people come here because they want to gain experience and move on. And other guys come here just because it's a job. They've got no other place to go. So they don't come here because they love the bush or they love rhino. They come here because it's a job. And then it's our job to motivate them as we go on to become conservationists, which takes a bit of time, but it can be done.
You're going through training and all you want to do is finish. But then once you know you're only an hour and a half away from finishing, you're halfway through your run, you then become a little bit subdued, because it's kind of like, well, yeah, I do want to finish and I'm looking forward to having a beer so much, but then I've just made some of the best mates I'm ever going to have. Are you going to see them again?
Yeah, it's been very mentally and physically draining. We got to towards the end, everyone was saying they just sort of had nothing left in the tank and it was just running on empty. And
you close your eyes and go. You turn the brain off, you still have conversation on, but you don't think about the legs. The legs are on autopilot and they just go.
But I think if we didn't know that the course was going to be over after the long run, it would have been really demoralising and difficult to do. But no, there was always a sort of light at the end of the tunnel, and that kept me going through it.
You're standing there and you're proud, and Sergeant Calvin and Corporal Visser come walking up to you.
And you stand facing each other, and he just basically said, you are now a brother to me, a brother to the guys next to you, and a brother in the project family.
Yeah, at that point actually I started missing some people at home, and I'm like, fuck, I wish they were here. They would have fucking seen me.
It's a privilege to have it on my head right now, and it's a privilege to have earned it and to have the project logo on it, and it just feels awesome. It makes you feel sophisticated and makes you feel like a proper man.
Fuck, it was it's a cherry on the whipped cream. That's what it was. I was proud. I'm a soldier, part of the family, and yeah, they really made that clear, and I earned it.
Yeah, it's really, it has a really special moment.
And then it's like, you know, we stood there in front of all the crosses for the rhinos which have gone down this year, and it's just everything hit home, really, why you'd done it, why you went through it, really. So yeah, it's yeah, a whole bag of emotions, really. But yeah, positive but sad. Yeah.
It's very difficult for our guys to keep the standard of readiness ongoing. You know, you might come here for a year and not even see a poacher. You know, it's not like poachers fall out of the trees. You might go to a number of incidents, but actually seeing a poacher is not the easiest thing in the world, and to keep the guys motivated and stop that complacency creeping in is very, very difficult. So it's themselves, that's the biggest danger.
The 16 days, it's all right. It's all right also. You get more time, you get to go off. You get to see your people sooner, you know.
Everything's in order, coming from the bush. Yeah, awesome experience. Awesome stuff. Can't wait, I wish I can go back there. Rhinos are awesome. I've got rhinos in my backyard. Who needs dogs?
You go home, you got your pay, you've got money, and you can sort things out.
Yeah, of course. I miss my beautiful room, my family, everything. It's hard in the bush, but nothing we can do. We have to do that thing.
Yeah, no, family is important. Yeah, family is important. Know your roots, know where you come from, and you know, clear, simple mind. Got no problems in life.
It's always the best to come off duty, go on duty, go off duty, it's the best. Nah, actually my body craves for the bush again, it's actually funny. I actually get all that tingling feeling again in my body. Yeah. I'm so glad we only get 4 days off. Yeah, I think I'll get bored.
Change day is when the anti-poaching rangers come off patrol after their 16 days in the bush, and new guys come in to patrol after 4 days at home. And those 4 days at home are the only time you get to catch up with friends, with family. You see your little kids, you sleep in your own bed, you have the comfort of your own pillow, and hopefully you get a few nice meals in and maybe a couple of beers. After 4 days, say goodbye to family, say goodbye to friends, kiss your little ones goodbye, put your uniform on, and back out into the elements, back into the bush to save these world's last rhinos for 16 long days and 16 long nights.
I've been busy. My nephew is on the initiation school. I went and see him, and my niece passed away. We were burying him last weekend. I went there. Otherwise, the other 1 day, 2 days, I was just enjoying time with my family, my daughters, my wife, other kids. Before I was living that life only. Finish, come live this life only. But now it's more mixed. Because when I'm at work, I still miss my wife. Like, when I talk to her, she's actually proud about herself. She's got a man which can go out there and do what I'm doing. Since I started telling her what I'm doing, I could see I started earning more respect. Yeah, so for now, when I leave, she know I'm going. She just she just feel like, hey, now this man, he might not come back. something might happen to him. It's the only thing I was born to do. Otherwise, I wasn't gonna be doing it. It's the only thing I think is for me to do in this world. I don't see me doing other things, other jobs. I don't see myself in the office. I'm in anti-poaching. I'm in anti-poaching. I was 20. Okay, when I come to Protect, I was 21. I was 21. Now it's over 10 years. I felt at home. I don't know, I just liked it. I just felt like it's where I must be.
The poacher on the ground that we're fighting, he's not the problem. It's the money, the organized crime. That's the problem. And that's what we're up against. You know, we've had guys that we've arrested that have said they're getting paid 50, 60,000 rand a kilo. Your average horn is 4 to 6 kilos. So 200,000 rand plus just to shoot an animal. A chap who's unemployed, uneducated, desperate, how's he going to say no? And until that money dries up or isn't being paid to them, then they'll stop, otherwise they're not going to.
There's a lot of people out there wanting this money. There's a lot of people there which don't think for tomorrow. Or if I can have money now, I'm sharp.
We're in the bush 24/7, fighting an unseen enemy. It is a war on the ground. It's also war in the mind. Humans must fundamentally change if we're going to win this war. The human notion that to be happy in this life, we must make as much money in the quickest amount of time possible by whatever means possible. It's the demand in Asia. It's the selfishness. The money.
Almost 2 years growth.
Sick craving for money. The unseen enemy. Human greed. That's the enemy.
I think it's the Impala. They're telling the lions, we are here.
At the moment, shooting and killing people, arresting people, it's like catching a drug dealer in America. You catch him today, there's another one's replaced him tomorrow. It's the same scenario. It's just the money behind it that's causing it. Remember, in Africa, your local people never ever hunted rhino. The horn was worthless. It didn't mean anything. It had no traditional value, no cultural value, no nothing. It's only as foreigners came here and decided it was good for this cure and that cure and the next cure and wanted to export it out that the problem started.
When you're patrolling, when you're walking, look up, check for vultures. You know moose vultures? You check them, once you see them, go their way. Go check where they're landing. You definitely will find something there.
The rhino is one of the most successful creatures on Earth in all of history. It is well equipped to protect itself from anything other than humans. Already this year, as I sit here on the 9th of July, 2013, halfway through the year, there's been 482 rhinos slaughtered.
Your one's been hacked.
Poached, killed.
Face is hacked.
For their horn.
Back's hacked.
Here in South Africa alone. Over 1,000 are expected to be killed this year. And The tragic thing is a lot of the autopsies or a lot of the rhinos that we find patrolling through the bush and maybe see vultures circling and you think, you know, there's an animal down there and you go have a look at what it is and sure enough there's a dead rhino and shot usually with one bullet by a sharpshooter.
Here we go.
And
okay, there it is.
These poachers use nothing of the rhino other than they hack off their face and remove both the horns. The tragedy of it all is that now we're finding female rhinos who have been poached, the cows, and a lot of them are pregnant. And when we cut inside to do the autopsy and to find the bullet, you'll find the fetus inside. A very tragic autopsy that we just had was we went out and the anti-poaching rangers had found a dead rhino who had been poached, who had been shot and the horns taken. And about 300 yards away, looking for the tracks of the poachers, we found the dead calf, which was about 4 months old, who died of starvation. And then about a week later, we found the 4-year-old son of that mother who has been poached, because that rhino, up until about 4 years, will stay with its mother. And they put a bullet in the mother. She died instantly. They put a bullet in the 4-year-old. He ran away and they couldn't find it, so we found him dead with a bullet shot, but with his horn still intact. And we found the little 4-month-old died of starvation. So that's a whole family gone. That's 3 gone right there. And after a week, that rhino horn is already in Taiwan, in Singapore, and Vietnam. So what we're left with is tiny little pockets of rhinos around the country, all inbreeding. This creates genetic extinction. A 50-million-year-old species, all gone, extinct within the next few years.
This house is an empty place, so tired of wandering around.
Basically, you're on standby for 24 hours a day. You never know when that call is, when we are going through to go chase poachers. It is difficult for us guys, you know. We are sacrificing not only, you know, our loved ones, but also our lives at the end of the day. You know, our lives are at stake for these animals, you know. We are putting our lives on the line just so they are safe and secure.
It's always dark inside.
Every time you look up at the night sky and see those stars, you must know there's a whole lot of boys, young boys in Africa, looking at those stars as well, protecting the rhino. Well, all our wildlife. When you see the moon, now those same young boys are up and walking, using the light of that moon to try and find these people. As well as when you see that moon, now the bad guys are out there, using that moon and the cover of darkness to get to the rhino. So every night go outside, have a look at the stars and think about the boys.
Yeah, I think it's hard to leave, but sometimes I'm crying when I'm leaving home, but nothing can I do? I have to do this.
I like everything about my job. Being out the bush there for a while. It's just, I can't say much. It's just a nice job, very good job I've got. It's a very good job. You need no pay for this job. That's why I'm stuck. Yeah. La la. I saw her when she was like 9 hours. Now she's 24 days. 24 days.
Nature, unfortunately, does not have a defense for a weapon and for greed. For human greed with a weapon. There's no defense for that. They are not equipped to fight this war. And so nature is calling for their own army. These are kind of the unheard of. The guys that their 2-year-old girl misses them. Their wife misses them. Their friends miss them. They miss them. Living on the bottom of the food chain. Being in constant danger of the animals which they're trying to protect. Being in constant danger of people who are trying to kill those animals. Boots on the ground are outnumbered, outmanned, outgunned. What they're not outed is passion, the love, the pride, and the persistence to save this species. The reason it works in this whole war, in this whole crazy war, where the money and the greed exceeds anything. Every day, every night, the anti-poaching rangers are protecting, saving the life of a rhino. The only reason guys aren't flooding in and killing the last 20,000 rhinos is because now there's a little army there who hear the call of the wild, who hear the call of nature to come and save what we're quickly losing. Defending this, actually fighting for this. And if it wasn't for those guys, the rhinos would be gone, nature would be gone, greed would have already created extinction for nature. Boots on the ground is the army of the animals.
Viva Protect Viva! Viva! Viva Protect Viva! Viva! No Masiafa! No Masiafa! No Masiafona! Alukova! Ayabale! Ayabale! Namakwa! Tigono! Atigono! Tibuyele! Ayabale! Ayabale!